words can wield the matter. More than child e'er loved or father found, a love that makes breath poor and speech unable, beyond all manner of so much. I love you.
To thee, all these bounds we give, to thine and Albany's issue, be this perpetual. Now, what says our second daughter, our dearest Regan, wife to Cornwall? Speak.
Sir, in my true heart I find my sister named my very deed of love. Only she falls too short. I find I'm alone, Felicitate, in your dear highness's love.
To thee remains this equal third of our fair kingdom. Now, Cordelia, our youngest, our joy, what can you say to draw a third more opulent than your sisters? Speak.
Nothing, my lord.
Nothing?
Nothing.
Nothing will come of nothing. Speak again.
Unhappy that I am, I cannot heed my heart into my mouth. I love your majesty according to my bond, no more nor less. Why have my sisters husbands if they say they love you all?
How? How, Cordelia? Goes thy heart with this?
Aye, my lord.
Let it be so. Thy truth, then, be thy dower. Here, I disclaim all paternal care, and as a stranger, I shall hold thee.
Good, my liege.
Peace, Kent. Come not between the dragon and his wrath. Hence, and avoid my sight. For you, great king, I beseech you to avert your liking a more worthier way.
Fairest Cordelia, thou art most rich in being poor. Thy guileless daughter king is queen of us and our fair friends. Bid them farewell, though unkind, thou losest here a better where to find.
Thou hast her friends. Let her be thine, for we have no such daughter. Cornwall and Albany. Ourselves, by monthly calls, with reservation of 100 nights, shall our abode make with you by due terms. The sway, revenue, execution of a king, beloved sons, be yours.
The gods for their dear shelter take thee, maid, justly thinkest and hast most rightly said. And your large speeches may your deeds approve, that good effects may spring from words of love.
The jewels of our father, with washed eyes Cordelia leaves you. Love well our father. To your professed bosoms I commit him. So farewell to you both.
Prescribe not us our duties. You have obedience scanted, and well are worth the want that you have wanted.
Time shall unfold with plighted cunning hearts. Well may you prosper.
Come, fair Cordelia.
My sister, it is not little I have to say of what most nearly appertains to us both. I think our father will hence tonight.
That's most certain, and with you. Next month with us.
You see how full of change his age is. He always loved our sister most, and with what poor judgment he hath now cast her off appears too grossly.
It is the infirmity of his age. We must do something, and in the heat. The loss of our father be our gain.
The Earl of Gloucester, a dear advisor, hath 2 children, a natural daughter Esther, and a whore son, Edmund. Canst thou not conceive this? Edmund's mother could, and had a son for her cradle ere she had a husband for her bed. The situation what it is, the rights and respects of nobility have gone to Esther, and not to the bastard Edmund.
Thou, nature, art my goddess. To thy law my services are bound. Wherefore should I stand in the plague of custom, that I am some moonshine's lag of a sister? Why, bastard? Wherefore base, when my dimensions are as well compact? Well then, legitimate Esther, if this letter speed, and my intention thrive, Edmund the base will top the legitimate. I grow, I prosper. Now, God, stand up for bastards!
Edmund, how now? What paper were you reading? Nothing, my lord. No? What needed there? Such a terrible dispatch out into your pockets.
See to, sir, pardon me. It is a letter from my sister. I find it not fit for her to overlook.
Give me the letter, sir. In this policy and reverence of age, I begin to find an idle and fond bondage in the oppression of aged tyranny. If our father would sleep till I victim, you should have his revenue forever.
best. I pray you away.
Shall I hear from you anon?
I do serve you in this business. A credulous father and a sister foolishly honest. Let me, if not by birth, have lands by weight. All needs meet that I can fashion fit.
Upon King Lear's arrival to the Duke of Albany's palace, GONERIL tells her servants to put on weary negligence. She desires not to serve her father and his knights, and only wants the land and power granted to her. She writes to REGAN to hold her very course, knowing that their minds are one on this business.
I do beseech you to understand my purposes aright. Be them desired to disquantity or train, and the remainder of those be such men that may besort your age.
Degenerate bastard! I'll not trouble thee, GONERIL, yet have I left a daughter. Thou shalt find that I'll resume that shape which thou dost think I have cast off forever!
Esther remains in hiding, trusting there is goodness in her brother. Edmund has given notice that REGAN and Cornwall will arrive with his father this night, and tells his sister to fly this place. The others arrive, and Edmund tells of a wicked sister and her flight.
Did my father's godchild seek her life? She whom my father named, your Esther.
Oh, maybe shame would have it hid.
When I prayed to discover her, she replied, Thou unpossessing bastard, dost thou think, if I would stand against thee, that any proposal of worth in thee would make thy words faith?
Fasten the milksop! I'll provide that all shall have note of her. And of my lands, I'll work the means to make thee capable.
If Esther be taken, she shall no longer be feared of doing harm. For you, Edmund, whose virtue doth so much commend itself, you shall be ours. Natures of such deep trust we shall much need.
I serve you, sir, truly however else.
I heard myself proclaimed, and by the happy hollow of a tree escaped the hunt. But whiles I may escape, I will take the basest, most poor shape. Brought near to beast, my face all grime with filth. Blanket my loins, elf all my hair in knots. The country gives me proof and precedent of bedlam beggars. Poor Termagant. Poor Tom. That's something yet. Esther, I'm nothing.
An already suffering Lear arrives to Gloucester's castle, condemning GONERIL and hoping for REGAN's love.
Oh, me, my heart, my rising heart. Dearest Regan, I confess that I am old. Age is unnecessary. On my knees, I beg that you'll vouchsafe me raiment, bed, and food.
Good sir, no more. These are unsightly tricks. Return you to my sister.
What who comes here? Oh, art thou not ashamed to look upon this beard? Hurry! Wilt thou take her by the hand?
Why not by the hand, sir? How have I offended?
Oh, sides! Thou art too tough! I'll not chide thee, GONERIL. I can be patient. I can wait with Regan.
Not altogether so, sir. What should you need of 100 or even 50 followers?
I gave you all.
And in good time you gave it.
What need you 5 and 20, 10, or 5 to follow you into a house where twice so many have command attention?
What need one?
Reason not the need, but for true need. You heavens, give me that patience. Patience I need. I have full cause of weeping, but this heart shall break into 100,000 flaws, or ere I'll weep. Let us withdraw. 'Twill be a storm.
The king calls a horse, but I know not whither.
My lord, entreat him by no means to stay.
Oh, sir, to willful men, the injuries that they themselves procure must be their schoolmasters.
Shut up your doors, my lord. Come out of the storm.
Black heavens, I like not this unnatural change. We must incline to the king. Though I die for it, I will seek him in privily relief. Pray, be careful. There is some strange thing toward.
This courtesy forbid thee, shall the Duke instantly know. This must draw me to which all that my father loses, no less than all. The younger rises when the old doth fall.
Rain, wind, thunder are not my daughters. You elements, I never called you children. Yet have I called you sir. that have, with two pernicious daughters joined, in your high-gendered battles against a head so old and white as this. Oh, oh, 'tis foul!
Gracious, my lord. Hard by here is a hovel. Some friendship will lend you against the tempest.
Oh, Franke, GONERIL, the kind old father whose frank heart gave all. No, that way madness lies. Let me shun it. No more of it.
Fellow and a half, poor Tom.
Who's there?
Away, foul feet follows me. Who the sharp harbor blows the cold wind? Who gives anything to poor Tom?
What? Have his daughters brought into this pass? Couldst thou save nothing? Didst thou give them all?
He hath no daughters, sir. This cold night will turn us all to madmen.
Look, here comes a walking fire. Aroid thee, witch, aroid thee.
What are you there?
Poor Tom. Eats the walnut in the water.
What? Hath your grace no better company? Our flesh and blood hath grown so vile, my lord, that it hates what doth guess it.
Poor Tom's a cold.
Go in with me. My duty cannot suffer to abide by your daughter's heart command.
First, let me speak with this philosopher.
Gloucester and Kent importune Lear to go, his wits beginning to unsettle. To please him, however, they allow him to keep his philosopher.
I will have my revenge ere I depart his house. How malicious is my fortune. And this is the letter which proves my father an intelligent party to the advancement of France. My boy, this matter hath made the Earl of Gloucester. Seek out where thy father is, that he may be ready for our apprehension.
How light and portable my pain seems now, and that which makes me bend makes the king bound. What will happen more tonight? Safe scape the king.
The plot of death upon Lear by his daughters is overheard. He is driven toward Dover to find welcome and protection. The treachery of Gloucester being known, Cornwall orders him hence, pinioned like a thief.
Ingrate fox.
Bind fast his corky arms.
What mean your graces? Good my friends, do me no foul play.
Come, sir, what letters had you late from France?
Be simple, answerer, for we know the truth.
In what confederacy had you with the traitors late footed in the kingdom?
I have a letter which comes from one of a neutral heart.
Cunning.
And false. To whose hands have you sent the lunatic king?
To Dover.
Wherefore to Dover?
Because I would not see thy cruel nails pluck out his poor old eyes. But I shall see the winged vengeance overtake such children.
See it shalt thou never. Fellows, hold him! Oh, cruel! Oh, you gods!
One side will mock another, the other to the
See it shall he never. Out, vile jelly! Where is thy luster now?
How darkened, comfortless. Where's my son, Edmund? Edmund, enkindle all the sparks of nature to quit this horrid act!
Thou callest on him that hates thee. It was he that made the overture of thy treasons to us.
Oh, my follies, that Esther was abused! Kind gods, forgive me that and prosper her!
Go thrust him out of gates and let him smell his wood to Dover.
Cornwall is gravely injured by a disapproving servant. Meanwhile, fairest Cordelia, Queen of France, is informed that her father has been found and as mad as the vexed sea. She commands they seek him.
News, madam, the British powers are marching hitherward.
Tis known before, our preparation stands in expectation of them. Oh, dear father, no lone ambition doth our arms in sight, but love, dear love, and our aged father's right. Soon shall I hear and see him.
Oh, my dearest Esther, might I live but to see you in my touch? I'd say I had eyes again.
How can this be? Bless thee, master, bless thy sweet eyes of thee.
Fellow, not thou know the way to Dover. There's a cliff I know, bring me to it. From there no leading shall I need.
Give me thy arm, poor Tom shall lead thee.
News is carried to the Duke of Albany that the Duke of Cornwall is dead, slain by a servant who opposed his cruelty, and 'twas Edmund who informed against his father.
Gloucester, I live to thank thee for the love thou showedst the king, and to revenge thine eyes.
When shall we come to the top of the cliff?
You do climb up it now. Hark, do you hear the sea?
No, truly.
Why then your other senses grow imperfect. Oh, to cast one's eyes so low.
Set me where you stand. Go that far off.
Now fare you well, good sir.
Oh, you mighty gods! This world I do renounce and shake my great affliction. If Esther live, oh, bless her.
Ho! You, sir, friend, hear you, sir, speak.
Away, and let me die. Is wretchedness the pride that benefits, to end itself by death?
Thou shouldst have shivered like an egg, but thou art sound. Thy life's a miracle. Do give me your arm. How is it?
Too well. Too well.
They are free and patient thoughts. But who comes here? Oh, thou sight person, sight.
There's your best money. That man handles his ball like a crowkeeper. Draw me a clothier's yard.
I know that voice. Is not the king?
Aye! Every inch of me.
Oh, ruined piece of nature, dost thou know me?
I would not take this from report. My heart breaks at it.
Oh, here he is. Lay hand upon him.
Lear is taken by Cordelia's men, and Esther leads her father to be bestowed with a friend.
Oh, my dear father. Sir, do you know me?
My friend, do not mock me. I fear I am not in my perfect mind. Methinks I should know. I think this lady to be my daughter, Cordelia. I pray, weep not. I know you do not love me. But your sister has done me wrong. You have some cause. They have not.
No cause. No cause.
My dear princess, be comforted. The great rage is killed in him.
Sir, this business touches us as friends doth invade our land, not bold the king, whom I fear most just in heavy causes may oppose.
Sir, you speak nobly.
Let us then determine with the ancient of war in our proceedings.
To both Regan and Goneril has Edmund sworn his love, but he knows not who to take, and Albany's presence complicates matters further. What he does know, however, Albany shall never see Lear and Cordelia's pardon.
Sir, the enemy is in view.
Drop your powers.
Let us greet the time.
The battle is lost. Lear and Cordelia are taken. Having given Albany a letter of her story, Esther attempts to lead her father away.
Away, old man, give me your hand.
She tells her father of her true identity and tells him of her journey. He gives his blessing, but too weak to bear such extreme joy and grief, his heart bursts, smiling.
Take them away. Take thou this letter, fall into the prison and dust.
Sir, you have the captive we do require of you.
Sir, I found it fit to send the musical king and the queen to prison.
Sir, I hold you but as subject of this war, and not as a brother.
Sir, he bore the commission of my person, the which immediacy may call itself your brother.
That were the most, if he should husband you.
Jesters do oft prove prophets.
The eye that told you that looked but a squint.
Lady, I am not well, else I should answer from a full-flowing stomach. General, I create thee here, my lord and master.
Stay yet. Listen. Edmund, I do arrest thee on capital treason. I have found that you have betrayed both your sister and your father, and that you have promised marriage to both these women.
Sir, you lie.
I have one who will come to confirm the truth.
Sick!
Sick. Not I'll ne'er trust medicine.
And you had called me traitor. Lies. Call by thy trumpets.
My sickness grows upon me.
She is not well. Convey her to my tent. What are you, and why do you answer these summons?
No, my name is lost. But I know thou art false to thy blood.
Back do I toss these students to thy head. This sword of mine shall give them instant way.
Hold you. Read thine own evil.
You have charged me with
stand?
Or image of that horror?
Her voice was ever soft, gentle, and low, an excellent thing in women. A blame upon you! Murderers! Traitors all! I might have saved her. Now she's gone forever.
All's cheerless, dark, and deadly.